shot something yesterday and it looked like a brick. It looked like I'm using a brick to shoot things. So if you can see me, that's good. I look very strange, all sort of red. I don't know whether that's showing up for you. The screen that's going back at me looks very red, and also I seem to have nearly run out of power. That's great, isn't it? See whether I can plug it in while I'm here. So hello, it's October. It's October already, and oh god, it's just absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? Everything's just ending before anything. Happy, yeah, more time for Starlight, exactly. More time for Starlight, but you can't see them here because even though it's not fucked, it's no battery because I've been playing a game on this thing. Whoa! Well, that was good. Well, that's great. And there's not enough room. So, hello everyone. Can you yeah, the Starlight here is not, yes, what? It's just all over the place. So Sunday to you. Yes, what a terrible angle. Now, because I just plugged it in, there's not enough room because it's a very short lead. I just look ill. I'm not sure whether that is anything to do. Just hang on. If I bring this a little bit closer to the plug point, then maybe it'll work. Oops, no. It's dangling. It's not quite right. So yes, so this is going well, isn't it? Ever so well. I should have probably planned this better. That's what you should all do. It's very exciting, isn't it? Ever so exciting. Now, what should I do? Maybe I should try to balance it on something. Or I could just, yes, if I could lead this down there. Hello. It is, yes. And so I'll just move things around. That's what I'll do. I'll move things around so the camera is lower and I'm further away. Yay! And then all the things are in front of it. Yes, that's what I'll do. I'll make it so that, yes, and I'll balance the plug point on something so it isn't quite so precarious. Right, that's sorted that. Hooray! Everything's good. It is an angle from below. So I am shot from below. Yes, if you could, yeah. Oh, get into the corner. There's not room. It's as far back as I can go. So yes, this is good, isn't it? Ever so good, yes. So I don't feel far away anyway. So yes, it's October. It's October. It's nearly Halloween. Are you scared? Yeah, I'm scared. This is like you know when you have scary movies and you shoot, you've got the torch under your face. That's what I look like. Because yeah, maybe I'll move the light a little bit closer. Maybe that'll be so. Bear with me. Get the light. Move the light closer. Oh, the light's way too close now. Is that better? Is that better? Not really. Look at the scary decapitated heads. Yes. Yes, so I'm going to get this cushion that I put to make myself quiet, and then I'll put it behind me, and everything's good. All sorted. This is how you know it's live. Yes, you don't get this with AI, do you? No, AI is all sort of perfect and lovely, and the uncanny valley eyes, which, to be fair, I probably do have. Anyway, did you see this week something? What's it called? Tilly Norwood has signed a contract, but of course, Tilly Norwood can't sign a contract with Hollywood or with anyone because Tilly Norwood doesn't exist. Not even an animation. It's just a composite of other people's hard work all stuck together. I saw, the Sydney Sweeney advert that everyone was up in arms about. That they go, oh, that's terrible. Look at the blonde woman being weird, which she was. Now instead of her, they've got the AI on top of it. So the AI hasn't actually done anything. They've just sort of replaced Sydney Sweeney's voice and face with this AI. I don't think it helped anyone. Not great. Yeah, so that's fun. AI, go away. Don't come back any day. Yes, stupid AI. Yeah, that's out of tune, I think. And I just hit it with my knee. Anyway, I've got to go to bed early because I've got to get up ever so early in the morning to go to Scotland by train. And I've heard that because of the I want to call it Storm Ethel. I think it was Storm Amy. Whatever it was, there was a storm. So some of the infrastructure on the railway is down. So I might not get there. But I'm going to try. And it's going to take me hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And then I'm going to go to Scotland for very just until Wednesday. It's not very far really, not very long really. Oh yes, exactly. AI is going to turn us off. We'll turn it off first. Turn off AI there. Well, I mean, it's going to run out of water. There won't be any water to feed it, so it can't carry on. But we'll all be gone by then as well, because it has sucked all the water into itself. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've heard the glaciers are all melting. Like my dad was saying that he went to Switzerland when he was a lad, and he went inside a big glacier. They carved it out, which, to be honest, they probably should have carved it out to have like tours underneath, because that in itself sort of ruined the glacier. But now it's all melted and there's nothing. Yeah, the waters in Switzerland, all the glaciers, there's hardly any left. That's terrible, isn't it? And AI is not going to help it, is it? No, it's not help it. So, do you have any water? I don't know. Where is the water? Where's it go? Yeah, I had a conversation yesterday about the Eye of the Sahara. Have you seen that? Well, there's all sorts of conspiracies that was Atlantis, because look, at the Sahara is all sort of wiggly. You can look at it on Google Maps and there's all circular bits. It is quite interesting. So if it's a natural formation, it is quite an interesting sort of it's all circles, and it's circles leading outwards, and there's like, apparently they found fossils and artifacts in it, but that might just be made up. I keep getting alerts in front of me. I can't see me. You can see me. Can you see me? I don't know. It's very dark in this room. It's very dark everywhere. I've done these before, and I've looked over the vista of trees, and you can see everything. Can't see anything here. Look. Can you see anything? No, just dark. Might as well be anywhere. You don't know where I am. No, I can just about see myself. I can see you talking, which is good. My eyes are not. Well, I think I saw this thing about where I said this before, but my eyes don't work together, and I didn't realise. I'm just like staring and trying to make them work together, and it's a little bit better. So I can sort of read the text from here by sort of focusing in and out and going a bit wonky, and yeah, so I can see it's all so clear. It's a slightly bigger it's a slightly bigger phone, only a tiny bit bigger, not massively bigger, big enough that this little tripod that I got, I was trying to force it in. I was like, it's not going in, because it's got a cheap back. Not a good one. The last one that I got, which was better, it was a selfie stick, but you could make it into a giant tripod, and it was really good. And then I put it in my bag, and bits of it snapped off, because it was like £8 in one of those pound shops. And I tried to get another one, and they were like, no, you can only get them at Christmas. So maybe I will go and find one. But the pound shops have all closed. Like Poundland, which the Americans all think is a hilarious name for a shop. Poundland. There was a Poundland that only opened. Just hit my hand on this. Only opened like last year in an empty Wilko's, which only opened a couple of years ago, in an empty Woolworths, which closed quite a while ago now. So Woolworths closed, and Wilko filled the void, and then Wilko went bust, and then Poundland filled the void, and then that's gone too. So it's just empty. And there's a Farm Foods as well, which is also gone. So there's like all loads of empty shops. It's Pontypool's desert. I went to Blackwood yesterday. Somebody visited me from, if you look at the video I've got about the tree, go and look at the short I've got about the Tree of the Year 2019 and the pond. Now, he visited me from London just for the day, and he only had like an hour's sleep. So he was just like, oh, I shouldn't have come. It's like, fair enough. I'm showing you a pond. Are you excited? No. And then he went back. But decided that we should go for a drive, even though very tired, go for a drive. And it's like, there's nothing here. Where should we go? So kept going. It was like, you could go to Caerphilly. Caerphilly's where Tommy Cooper came from. So Tommy Cooper, who's a comedy magician who's very famous in Britain, but I don't think he's famous in America. So if you're from America or Canada, you probably don't know who he is. Anyway, Tommy Cooper used to wear a fez. Did I got a fez? I did have a fez. I left it in. Ooh, that went in and out of white balance focus. White balance. Yeah, it's got auto white balance. It's just like and it's got auto. It's not. yeah, it's got autofocus, but it's very laggy autofocus. So I tried to get some pictures of ducks, and it was just. So this camera's bad. Anyway, we went to Blackwood because we didn't go as far as Caerphilly because it was like, oh well, Blackwood's here, and I said, oh, some of the manic street preachers live here. Not live here now, but did come from this place, and also one of them came from Pontypool. Excitement, the only thing that is there to offer, and they left, unsurprisingly, really. And there's nothing left in Pontypool, really. We did go to an antique shop called Ragamuffins and had some coffee. In an antique shop, yes, there's everything in one place. And then we tried to go to Caerphilly, but didn't go that far. There's a castle. There's actually stuff in Caerphilly, and there's all things and cheese. There's a cheese festival, not on at the moment. So we went to Blackwood, and there was a shopping centre that I came back and I said about Blackwood, and my parents were like, oh, it seems to be just a street, but there's a big shopping centre. It's like, yes, we went to the big shopping centre. Everything's closed. Bright House, which was a furniture rental place, it's sort of hire purchase. It charged vast amounts of money that you'd never ever own this furniture. It was really a sort of a front for a loan shark, really. They loan shark you this money, and then after 200,000 years, when your furniture has long gone and broken into pieces because it was so cheap, anyway, they have long gone and broken into pieces because they were so cheap. So that was an empty one of those and I think they must have closed more than a decade ago, and various other things. There was an Iceland, which is a frozen food shop that took over from a place called Bijam, which is no longer. Everything takes over from something else, and one day Iceland will be taken over by ice. But no, it won't, because the ice is all melted. All the glaciers have gone, so Iceland won't be there. Anyway, Blackwood has a lot of theatres, and there's a big cinema, which Pontypool doesn't have anymore, because one of them burnt down and half of them got knocked down, and they're not there. And one of them's a children's nursery, so there's no theatres, there's no cinemas, and it's got a couple of pubs, Wetherspoons, which came to Pontypool, but again closed down. And there's a little theatre that has amateur dramatics and stuff, and there's got Sunshine on Leith, which is the Proclaimers musical is on there at the moment, so that's exciting. And there's a Working Men's Institute that's also a theatre. Whoa! And then there's like an entertainment and theatre school place there. It's like, whoa, that's good, because there's no actual shops. Or very much, there's a couple of charity shops and lots of theatres. It's an entertainment central and a live music venue. So that was exciting. Well, it had to be because, home of the Manic Street Preachers and stuff. I spent ages trying to think, oh, that was like some furry animals. No, blah, blah, blah. It's the Manic Street Preachers. And so we stayed there, looked at the charity shop. I looked at the books in the charity shop, wandered around a little bit. Went in Boots, which is closed in Pontypool, but it's still open in Blackwood. Woohoo! Everything's closed. And then we came home, and he was so tired. I gave him a big load of apples, because if you've seen my video about the apples, the apple tree was very plentiful. Everything has burst, and there's apples everywhere. And I was like, how can I get rid of these apples? Palm them off on someone else. Next door neighbour, I saw them, and apparently the little kid that lives next door, I said they can take the apples, and they've had loads, and the mother was like, you can eat those apples, to the kid, and the kid was like, can you eat apples from a tree? So yes, you can eat apples, that's where they come from, a tree. And she ate one apparently and said it was the best apple she'd ever had in her life. That's nice, isn't it? I would not go that far, but I'm not a big fan of apples, but there's 2 or 3 sorts, because it's a graft of several things. And there's some Golden Delicious, which I don't like, but there's not that many Golden Delicious, so that's good. The other ones are nice. They're nice, sort of crunchy and sweet and tart at the same time. Oh, they're tarts. Anyway, I've got most of them. There's still a few left, but they're tiny little ones, or ones that have gone rotten. It's like, I'm done now. That's it. The animals and the rats can eat the rest of it, because I'm done with that. No more apples for me. No more apples for me. Apples on a tree, but no more apples for me. I don't know what it is about apples. I eat an apple and I'm instantly full. It's like, if I eat an apple, it's like, I cannot eat anymore. That has drained me of all life force. I don't know. That's not really what's happened. I don't know that there's some enzyme or something, I think, in apples that instantly, I can barely finish an apple, even if it's a small apple. It's like, oh, that's it. That's enough apple for me. but they have to be nice and crunchy and sweet at the same time in order for me to even like them. But I've had more apples in the last week than I had in the last year, even 2 years, because I'm more of a sort of little tiny, not so much oranges really, because I went through a whole stage where some herbalist person told me that I was allergic to oranges, so I was like, oh well, I must avoid oranges, even though oranges they're not the only fruit, but they are the fruit that I like the most. But tangerines are better. Tangerines, I know for a fact I can eat and tolerate. Oranges, maybe a little bit, if you know, they're a little bit too much for me, but tangerines or clementines or any of the mandarin oranges or any of the little ones, they're nice. I like them, so I have them. So that's the ones for me, not apples, no. Tangerines, tangerine dreams. My dad said, oh, you don't get tangerines anymore. It's like, what are you talking about? I bought you tangerines. Talking of which, because we since all the business 5 years ago that you might remember with all the staying inside and stuff, we've done the shopping online, especially since my dad's car broke and he stupidly gave it to somebody for no money, and so no more car for him. Anyway, so we've done shopping online. So I ordered from a place called Sainsbury's. I was like, ooh, and I ordered it early in order to make sure that there was food to eat. I ordered it for yesterday, and I waited, and it was the window between 6 and 10, and then they said it would come between 10 to 8 and 10 to 9. So I was like, okay. So I was waiting, and I was waiting, and I was waiting, and I was going out, and I was looking, and I saw something pull up just up the road, and I ran. I was like, hello, you Sainsbury's, you're in the wrong place. They're like, no, we're Iceland. Iceland, see, Iceland, they get everywhere. And I was like, oh no. So in the end, I tried to contact them on Facebook, and it just kept bouncing back. I was like, hello, I need help. Oh, what's your, pick an option. It's like, you didn't give me any options. It was like, oh. So I tried it on a laptop, and it was like, there were some options, and the options were like delivery or refund. I'll make delivery, and they were like, oh, here, click this, and I clicked this, and it took me back to the website, and it was like, well, I can't find anything because the website says go back to Facebook. So I was like, eee! So in the end, it said that the customer service, the actual person, not an AI, I'm assuming, the actual person stopped working at 11. So I was like, it's nearly that now, I better phone quickly. So I was like, and I had to press the buttons. I was like, had to get the customer number, and I was like, Anyway, I got onto somebody, and they were like, oh yes, what's happened is there's a problem in lots of shops. Nobody told me. In lots of shops, some sort of hand, they've got like a scanner or something, and it's gone wrong in lots of shops, and nobody's got. I'm like, will it come tonight? Am I out of hope? They're like, it will not come tonight. It's like, no. But they're like, we can deliver it tomorrow. It's like, all right then. Can you deliver it in the morning? Because I'm going out to meet, to go and see a tree and a pond and stuff. And they're like, no, we will deliver it in like 24 hours, not for another 24 hours. So they were going to deliver it like 8 or 9 o'clock the next day. I was like, oh no, I won't even be in. Anyway, they did that. And actually, they gave me £15 voucher. So £15 off the next shop. But what if the next shop never comes? Bit useless, really. It's like that time that I had some Haagen-Dazs, a strawberry ice cream, a little pot of strawberry ice cream, and I got to the bottom, and there was little worms in it, like half of worms. I was like, yeah. So I told them about it, and they were like, oh no, that's terrible. And they sent me vouchers for more Haagen-Dazs. It was like, I don't want any more Haagen-Dazs. I'm never going to eat the Haagen-Dazs again. It's got worms in it. Worms. So that was useless. And another time, I got like I got mineral water in little sachets that was supposed to have extra iron. I thought maybe I need more iron. So I had these little mineral water sachets, and I was drinking them, and they were making me feel very ill. Now my mother saw them, and she was like, ew, look at these. They've gone all manky, and they had like sort of slime in them. I thought that's how they're supposed to look. And she was like, no. And so she got onto them, because I didn't want to complain about it. She got onto them and said, this is terrible. Can you give us a discount? Can you give us our money back? And they're like, no, we will send you a voucher for more of these. It's like, I don't want more of them. I would like my money back. No, I got a voucher for more things that I was never going to use because they made me ill. So that's a bit useless, but it's £15 for any shopping, but it's any shopping from Sainsbury's, so you still have to shop with them. And they've got an interesting scam going. Like, if you've got something and they don't have it, they replace it with something else. then if it's more expensive, instead of giving you that for the same price, which would be good, or just giving you the money back or something, they've got this interesting scam where they give you something more expensive and then they give you a voucher for the difference. But sometimes if you've got two things, they give you one expensive thing instead of the two cheap things you wanted, and the difference is nothing. So you're paying for half as much, and then they don't give you any extra money. But if you do get the extra money, they give it you in the form of a voucher that you have to spend with them again. Within that, so it's like it's never escaping. You're never escaping. And I thought I'd escape because I had made it so it was like, no, I've used the voucher and I didn't have any replacement vouchers, so I don't have to shop them ever again. But then I tried to shop somewhere else and there was no slots. There are 100,000 million pounds. So I'm stuck with these. But I've got and they sent me a voucher for £1.30 because there were replacements. So actually £16.30 that I can spend, but then I am stuck with them forever because I am trapped by Sainsbury's. Not trapped by Iceland, because then that I would be in a big glacier, but that's all right because they're melting, so it's all good. Yeah. Anyway, did you see the tree? If you go and see the video of the tree, which hasn't got a lot of traction on this, I don't know how to get, because the algorithms keep changing, I don't know how to get people to watch things, but go and watch the tree. And Peter Buckley Hill, who's in that, he told me that he went to get he's doing more poetry and because he did a whole thing where he was writing more sonnets than Shakespeare as a sort of challenge, and he did a show at Edinburgh, and now he's finished. He's written more sonnets than Shakespeare, so he's trying to get spoken word, and he was trying to get because he's on the Robin Ince. Robin Ince has a sort of Christmassy sort of seasonal show, which is like rational thought and science and stuff. And Peter Buckley Hill has been on that forever. He's been on it from the beginning, every single time. So if you think, I don't know whether it's televised, it's sometimes on the radio. Robin Ince is on the radio. Anyway, so he's doing that. So he's like, I could get a feature spot, a proper spot. So he wants to get like good gigs. But he went to an open spot to try and do his sonnets because he thinks they're worth showing and reading to people. So he went to this gig and he sat down and somebody said to him, "Oi, Einstein," and he immediately was like, and then got up and walked away. And somebody said, "Oh, I don't think he likes that." And he was like, "No, I don't like that." So I put this up on a site, and the first comment that I got was, "Oh, you've met Einstein." I was like, "Oh no, don't show him that. He's going to be ever so annoying." So no, don't say horrible things to people. Don't say things at all. Don't say things about the way they look or if they're short or tall. Don't say that they're fat or thin. Don't say that they're ugly. Don't say that they're beautiful because you don't know how they think about that. No, don't say anything at all about people that haven't said. Give me some actual advice, concrete advice, and I won't get angry about it because I actually want to know. If they don't say that, don't say anything at all. Oh no, don't say anything. So my parents are worse for that. They watch TV shows and they go, "Oh, that one's put on a bit of weight. Oh, well, she's short, is she? Oh, look at her. Oh no, I don't like that hair." My mum's always like, "Oh, older women shouldn't wear long hair. Oh, I don't like their long hair. Oh, they're looking old. Who's that? Why have they got a beard?" Anyway, I don't do that. In my head I might do that, but I don't actually do that and say it. I mean, obviously they're saying it to the television, and the television can't respond or have its feelings hurt. But I'm just like, because my nephew, who had been working in a bakery shop for a little while and is not working there, it was Greg's, it's called Greg's, and he stopped working there because he ate all the pies. He literally ate all the pies because they kept giving him pies and cakes, and he brought them home. So he ate a few more pies than he wanted to, and apparently we haven't seen him for a while. He's not as pie ridden as he was, but his face is slightly more round than it was, but it's fine. He's within realms of human normalness, which is anywhere from here to much. Anyway, human normalness can be anything, so I don't know why I said that. Anyway, he's not. The point is, he came to visit, and my mother was like, immediately, "Will you put on weight?" It's like, don't say that to people. It's not very nice, is it? they probably know. Like, don't say, oh, you've lost weight either, because I lost weight at one point, and the reason I lost weight is I have having terrible stomach cramps and terrible illness, and I couldn't eat anything for a few months, and so I lost quite a lot of weight. And somebody saw me and they were like, oh, how have you done that? You're looking good, oh, well done. And I'm like, yeah. You like, so they were also saying that I was big before, and I wasn't. I was just this normal size, which is any size, the size you are. There's no such thing as normal size. I'm stepping into a big trap of my own making here. So don't say people have lost weight. Don't say people have put on weight. Don't say that haircut doesn't suit you. Don't say anything. Oh, new hair. No, I'm bad for that, because if somebody's got new hair, I think, oh, maybe they want me to say, I used to. Maybe they want me to say, oh, that's nice hair, because that, you like a compliment. But people don't like a compliment. They're usually like, shut up. Yes, I do. What's it to you? So it's a terrible trap. So never ever comment on people's, and I'm commenting on people's looks, really. But drone delivery, yes. Drone delivery. It wasn't. Are you talking about Sainsbury's? Went back on myself. I didn't see half of the things. Anyway, hello to Chase and Arafingal, and I know that Philip isn't here because he said he wasn't here, so I don't know who's here because I lost track of this. So yes, this has gone all very badly, hasn't it? It's all gone all over the place. So who is here? And Chase, and just Arafingal and people empty void. Yes, I'll look back on this and go, oh yes, or that. Oh, it's all disappeared. Do you know why it disappeared? Because the phone fell on the floor and I lost track. But oh, look, it's all light again. I put my finger in it. Oh, it's ruined it. No, yes, there. Don't put your finger near the phone. It will make it go all dark again and you will not be seen. That is much better. The white balance is balancing a little bit more. And now I look like a ghost. Hooray. A ghost. Hooray. A ghost. Don't call me a ghost, though, because I will be very much insulted. And also, Peter Buckley was so tired. He was like, I think I will book a hotel room. Is there a hotel room? No. Because there was rugby on, because we wouldn't meet, normally we'd meet in the park, but there was rugby on. So there was no hotel rooms to be had. So I suggested that maybe he stays in the haunted hotel in Pontypool, because that's going to be cheap, isn't it? So there is one hotel in Pontypool, whereas, if this was 100 years ago, there'd be hundreds, it'd be teeming with theatres and pubs and I've got dust everywhere, and life and joyousness and hotels and everything and shops. It isn't now. There's just a haunted hotel with it, because it used to be it was a pub for a while, but it closed down because it closed down. Everything closes down. But before that, many years before that, it was actually a police station, and they kept prisoners in the basement, and apparently there's like coffin shaped things. I don't know why you keep prisoners in. Done it again. Prisoners in coffin-shaped things, but they do, and there's all shackles there, so it's like that's scary. And they've got like haunted dolls and things, and so he didn't want to stay there. To be honest, I think that's probably booked up, because if they have got anyone going there, then because it's October, spooky season is upon us, then it's probably all booked up. Anyway, he didn't want to stay there, so he went back home. Straight after Blackwood, so I think he got back straight safely, because I did contact him. I don't know when it's just like, I need to sort this out. I tried to, because the first time I've used it, I've had it a couple of days. The first time I used it as a camera was yesterday when I did, and it's just, this is not great. It looks like I'm doing it through a cloudy, foggy pond of death. So this is not the best thing in the world, but I've spent money on this phone now, so I have to live with it. It's my Christmas present. I got the cheapest phone I could. That was my mistake. I should have got the most expensive phone that it was possible to get, but obviously that wasn't good, because it's a Christmas present and I can't make I ordered it. But yeah, this is white balance. I'm going to have to turn off auto white balance, I think. But there was no real way to make it better. It was like, oh, it's not good. Because the last phone I had was the one that my brother sold to my parents as a present for me, because he discarded it and had no use for it, which was better because he'd had it on a contract. It was better. It's cracked now. And the one that I had before that, that completely fell apart, that my cup fell on and smashed into smithereens, is here. Now I carried on using this. Like I showed it you last week. You can't really see it. But there's like a big thingy. Now I was like carrying on using it, and then I thought it's a bit gritty, and then I realised I got bits of glass in all my fingers. So I was digging bits of glass out of my fingers for the whole of this week. It's still there. So that's a bad idea. And I had to transfer everything. I had to plug it in again. And it's got a big brown strip all the way down it now. So it's like, oh, unsalvageable. And also, because I didn't really set it up wrong, I used all my data trying to transfer things because I didn't realise it automatically went to that rather than Wi-Fi. It's like, no. And also all of my photos and videos that are on that, and it's very full, got uploaded to the cloud, and then the cloud was like, you have used all of your twice as much as you're supposed to have, and we will not send you any more emails. And that's it. So I spent all yesterday, or the day before yesterday, because I was out yesterday, all the day before yesterday trying to sort that out. So I was deleting a lot of things. So I was like, oh, that's right, that's all right, they're on this phone. And then I looked at this phone and I was like, oh no, I don't think I'm going to be able to use that anymore. I know I wasn't going to be able to use it anymore, but I was still trying with glass and stuff, and it's every time I look at it, it's a little bit worse. So I don't think there's much life left in it. Oh no, like Halloween. I'm exhausting myself here now. I'll have a little lie down. Christmas is coming, and Halloween too. This is my Christmas decoration because obviously Gremlins is a Christmas film which also works for Halloween. Very much like The Nightmare Before Christmas. The Gremlins before Halloween. The Halloween before Gremlins. The Christmas before Stripe. Is he Stripe or Spike? I think it depends what universe you've ended up in. Stripe, Spike, Snipe, Skype. Skype is no more, so it's not that. Anyway. Oh, when I made my luggage, packed my luggage, I hadn't really unpacked since last year, but I used the same luggage, and when I sort of repacked it and moved things around, I found a rock in it, but it's like a squishy rock, and I was like, why have I got this rock? It says you rock. And I asked somebody, I was like, did you give me the rock? And they're like, hello.
You're talking or talking to somebody?
I'm talking to somebody. Yes, yeah. It's anyway. Yes, I'll talk to you in a minute. That's my mum. Anyway, this rock, and I was like, I was on your poetry show. Did you give me a rock last year? And they're like, I was giving away rocks, but apparently they were like gemstones, like semi-precious ones. And I was like, no, that's not the rock I found. And I couldn't remember why I got this rock. But then I remembered all of a sudden that I had done an interactive virtual reality show where you had a headset on, and there was this guy improvising a musical and had 4 guests with the headsets on. But when I was there, the headset completely broke, because the technician that they had, because they were over from America, the technician that they had a crisis and had gone back, so they didn't have any technical support, and they hadn't properly charged the headsets. So I was sort of wandering into things with this headset on, and I couldn't see anything. There's no virtual reality to be had. Everyone else was going, oh, I am jumping, oh, I'm climbing, oh, I'm getting out. And they were obviously they were having fun, and this man was singing songs, and I was, what's happening? Because they were like, and I could feel that they were having, because the other 3 people could see the virtual reality in the headsets, but they obviously couldn't see what else was happening in real life, and they kept bumping into me. So I was like, in the end, when I took the headset on, and all I could see was like could see a tree and a ladder out of and they escaped, and everything was great, and they had an adventure. What I had was like the sort of bare bones of the tree rendering with nothing to get. So I was just like in a chasm with sort of lines in it, like a sort of a dead tree looking thing. and I had no idea what everyone else could see. So that was great. That was highlight of last year's Fringe. Woohoo! And then I remembered that at the end of it, they're like, oh, we give these people these if it goes wrong. Or maybe they just give them if it goes right. Anyway, I've got this rock because of the absolutely it was a great show. It's an award-winning show, and I've every reason to think that it was. I mean, there was like projections everywhere, and I'm sure that if you were in the room, and it was so good because you could see what we could see, what everyone else could see, what I couldn't see because I was just like stumbling blindly. I was just like literally couldn't see anything. I was just like, where am I going? Where am I going? And I know that is actually. I'm thinking, oh dear. Is that ableist to say that? Because I really couldn't see. I was just like it was awful, and I was just falling over. Anyway, I got this because of that. So a rock, yay! And now that keeps falling over, but at least it's squishy. So if it falls on me, at least that's not going to break my phone or my guitar. Where's it gone? So that if that had fallen on my phone like this, oh well, but that's not what fell on my phone. So that did that in. Anyway, fun. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you could see me because I'm a little bit unsure about this. But yeah, experimentation. Let's see how it goes. And all of the talking has gone away. I don't know if anybody's talking to me. Gremlins, yes, or Ayers. Yeah. People were talking to me. Gremlins, yes. It's a safety rock, yeah. And then it's gone back. Oh. See, I don't know what you can see, whether it's dark, whether it's light, whether it's in between. It's annoying. It's very annoying. So here I am in the semi-darkness, sort of white balancing myself. And yeah, so I'll go now because I've got to get ready for tomorrow because I'm going to get up very, very, very early in the morning. So I'll see you. Have a lovely evening. See you again next week. Ha ha. Ciao for now. Woohoo. Bye bye. Yay. See ya.